And we can go on to another kind of form drawing which is quite popular in class 2, and that is doing the kind of reflections, that you have one side reflects the other. Can you complete this picture that has a center line? You can have somebody like to come up and complete that. Yes. So you make quite obvious ones based on, what's the symmetry of the human body. Then you can start to do other things once you've got the idea. Yes. But notice when drawing it, I'm doing it for right-handed people, that you draw it on the left, so you can sort of follow it, so you can see what it's doing. So for a left-handed person, you need to do it the other way round. So, and you can do all sorts of different figures that sort of, yes. People like to come up and complete those. See, if this comes in slightly, then this needs to come in slightly.
Yeah.
You see, you have to sort of work the principle of reflection. If it comes in, then the other one must come if it goes out. What you might find it easy to do is use both fingers like this and go so that you follow. So that you use your hands as a symmetry and then go on to do the drawing. You find it harder when the pattern you do it crosses over itself. That's in children, this crossing process is quite a challenge. There's two that I'll do. One is here. This kind of thing. That's where it was being a cross. That's harder. Try both hands together over it, and so you begin to feel, because, just without the chalk, just do it without the chalk, and then you have a feeling, and then that's it. Yeah. Okay. Do it a couple of times, then with the chalk. Good. Right. And the other kind of crossover that's more difficult where it crosses over the center line itself. Well done. Because for some children, they want to do this, and then they want to just change hands to do the other. Actually, to cross the center line is something, particularly the sort of coming up to 9, to be able to cross the center line is actually a kind of feeling of coming into yourself. Some children, a bit out of themselves, you get them to do this, and they sort of, element of crossing, and it's really bad to do that as well.
A.
The A, yes. So there's a whole lot of, so that's working with a vertical symmetry, which really is reflected in our body. Do we have anywhere where we have a symmetry above-below symmetry? Your teeth. It's about the only place. It's the hardest. It's interesting. It's the hardest part of your body, and there's got this up-down symmetry. But even that's not right. Your top teeth are bigger than your lower teeth. Next thing is, having a kind of symmetry that's a reflection, so that you might imagine you go to the lake side and you can see a reflection in the lake. So let's do a little lake reflection. Can you make a lake reflection? What's it going to look like in a perfectly smooth lake? It's perhaps a bit clearer. There's the edge of the lake. It's an idealism, but because strictly if you do perspective drawing, you find it's not quite like this. Well done.
So it looks great.
It's more challenging than the left-right one. Yeah, to do it. To do that. And then you can make one that it is both. You're reflecting above and below and left and right at the same time. You spend more than a day with the class on this. Seemingly simple. Now, devise a few little patterns of your own that have a fourfold symmetry. And you can start in any corner and then complete the symmetry.
Here you go. Here you go.
Yes, that's it, the figure of 8. Try and make that form then with a certain amount of rhythm, but also try and make it so that you have this part crosses at right angle. It's neither too much like this or too much like that. Really try and find a balance between them. So it's sort of, then when you've got that, do it the reverse way. Again, try with the forms so that you get not too slow in the drawing, so you can feel the whole rhythm of the line helps you to make a smooth line. If you go too slow, it becomes angular and broken. It's partly there's a space that you're between them. It's like you're looking at an etheric space that you've left, which you've made the line, but now you try and get it so that that space is even all the way round, rather than getting narrow here and thick there. See that it's trying, as it were, to get this space, the space between the lines, to be consistent. That's the challenge there. You can get the lines in themselves quite smooth, but now they need to relate to one another in a way so that the space is. So really, you might say, there's a lemniscate of space there in the gap, in between. And so that your drawings, can you have a feeling for that? It's not what you're drawing, but it's between what you've drawn before and what you're drawing now.